7:30. We've had a great weekend, really exceptional weekend, in fact. We have managed to get some people fired up, find out some information from America, get ourselves organised and in control of what our future should be. It's really quite interesting when you look at the impact of what we've created in a few short weeks. So let's get going, and we'll get to talk about some of this as we go through the webinar. So this is gold, and that's what we're here to talk about, the world's best gold savings program. Let's talk about what's happening. This is the brains trust of the Gold Rocks team at the moment. We have had a great weekend. All those people were there. Mr. McCloskey didn't get charged by the police for serving too much alcohol, but he made a pretty good attempt a couple of times. Although I've got to admit that young Doug, he seemed to fit right in with Mr. McCloskey, and I think they were drinking rust inhibitor. Anyway, Loveday Vehicle Lubricants, they are the slipperiest individuals in town. Great product. We use it in our vehicles. I know Dan and Jan use it in their vehicles. It's just a wonderful product, and we should have had it years ago. Easy shopping cards, they're just about to switch on their gold back program and make sure that everybody has the ability to get 2% gold back with their grocery shopping. Skippy Pest Control. There was a cockroach that flew in on the balcony the other night, and it ran along the floor and just touched Dan McCloskey's shoe, and it immediately flicked over on its back, legs up, no more good, dead. That's how good a pest controller he is. So this is our usual disclaimer. We are not carrot bars, and there is a lot of information here. We have opinions. We talk about what we've worked out. We don't represent the company. We try not to even make out that we do. So make sure you read the compliance document before you do any advertising. It's important, and we are expressing our views only. We do not represent the company Carrot Bars International. So I think we're about ready for you to come on, Mr. Dobson.
Good evening, Mr. Miller. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, I just want to thank you guys here. What a wonderful weekend. A lot of inspiration, a lot of information, and a lot of motivation. We had some 2 packed days there, although we had to take off early from an 11-hour drive down on Friday and back on Sunday. They're really good, particularly you and Carolyn and Dan and Jan and Graham Duck, and everyone else that participated. It really was a fantastic weekend, beautiful location, and we got to hear from Tammy Morrison, and you'll hear more about that lady because she's a big part of our team. Well, we're all in her team. So I know it's a busy night, so I'm going to duck straight into the essence of what we do, the Carrot Bars overview. Carrot Bars International, an e-commerce company, has made available a simple wealth building system for everyone on the planet who is 18 years of age and over, with 4 optional ways to participate. Option number 1, we say gold. We all start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start acquiring Carrot Bars gold in small increments. Carrot Bars International has made it easy by making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Gold Rocks here in Australia, we call that Pay Yourself First. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Carrot Bars gold, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You simply set it forget it, and then go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with physical gold. There's no fees of any kind. The account is completely free and takes less than 5 minutes to register. Every time you acquire Karatbars Gold, you are building your family's wealth. Option number 2, this is when it gets exciting. We save and earn. As an independent affiliate, when you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do the same, you position yourself to be compensated monthly through a uni-level system compensation plan. You are virtually in business for yourself in over 140 plus countries. Option number 3, maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which position you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income producing assets. And option number 4, we save Carat Gold Coin and Carat Coin Bank Coin. And Derek, you did a formula on the weekend that has blown my mind when it comes to what this coin may do for our earnings. As an independent affiliate, while we are saving gold and maximising our earning potential, we acquire Carat Gold Coin, KBC, and Carat Coin Bank Coin, KCB. These cryptocurrency coins are an additional stream of income that will build massive wealth. Some people ask, why Karatbars? As Karatbars savings account gives you the protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation, and isn't that rather imminent? It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. It's the highest quality gold on the land, or in the land, or under the land. Karatbars International has the only system in the world where you can get free gold and free cryptocurrency. Gold is a store of wealth and value and is an appreciating asset. There are 3 major benefits for Karatbars savings account. Number 1, you can now start saving physical gold in small increments, 1, 2.5 and 5 gram increments. Number 2, Karatbars International puts you in position to build a global business from the comfort of your home. And number 3, there are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. So I'll hand it back to you, Mr. Miller.
Thank you, sir. Yes, we're going to touch on the formula tonight. Ms. Phillips did some work in the car to confirm that I wasn't on drugs on the weekend. Well, actually, I was, but they were Panadol. When these 2 cryptocurrencies hard fork, if you're involved in cryptocurrency, you'll know that hard fork means they join together. So there's no real magic in the word. They basically glue the 2 coins together. But they have a little bit of an issue because the coins aren't always going to be the same price. But the white paper contains a formula to work out how many you'll end up with. And I got to tell you, there was a lot of people excited after we worked through it on the weekend on the whiteboard. It's pretty confronting when you see the number and what it's going to do for us. So this is a snapshot out of the white paper, and you can see the formula there on the page. It says 1 KCB is going to equal the price of the KCB divided by the KBC market price to give you the new coin. So that formula is going to tell you how many mainnet coins you get for each KCB. Now, I'm not going to run through a live example, but I will try and explain it for you. So KBC will be the ongoing name because it's already out there in the marketplace. And at the moment, we're buying KCB at 14 cents. 14 euro, whatever currency. It doesn't matter what currency you calculate this in, the number comes out the same. And today, KBC was 2.1 cents. Now, if you look at that screenshot, it says you divide 14 cents by 2.1. Now, when I checked that this morning, that was 6.36. So that tells me, as per that screenshot you can see there, that 1 KCB is going to give me 6.36 mainnet coins. Yep, you heard that right. According to that formula, 1 KCB will give you 6.36 new coins. So what if you've got 10,000 KCB? That's going to give you 6.3, so that's 63,000 new coins. Remember, you can shop these off and convert them to gold from January. Yes, you can. I've already done 100 coins and converted it to gold. So I know that that works. The other thing we went through on the weekend is we went right through the white paper and pointed out all of the milestones that were in it. And every single one of them has been met on time, on budget. And I'm not sure whether you think that's important or not, but I know when you're running companies, that is critical to your shareholders. So I actually don't see a way that this formula is not going to work out. It's pretty plain in the document, and you can read it. We'll make it available for people that want to. Let me see if there's something else. Yes. People that want to actually read the entire document. It is astounding. It also talks about how they took over the gold mines. So those of us that use Dr. Google a lot, I was concerned when I couldn't find a gold mine that was owned by Carat Bars. But in this document that we have, there are actual scanned copies of the documents, signed, stamped, all that sort of stuff, that demonstrates how they took over the company that's mining the gold. So no, they didn't buy the mine, they took over the mining company. So that's why it was just amazing to see what they've done. And yes, Kate, the white paper is available for download. This particular document is not just the white paper though. So yes, by all means, I recommend everybody downloads the white paper and reads through it. It's a little bit dry, but the other one has the scanned copies and all sorts of information on the side as well. Really, really well worth reading.
My comment would be that as we went through this formula on the right-hand side, if you put in, say, 14 cents on the top, and on Saturday it was 3 cents, so 14 divided by 3 is 4.6. So for every KCB that you have now, multiply that by 4.6 if the price is 3 cents when the hard fork happens. So then today, the price has gone down from 3 to 2.1. And that was the 6.1 multiplier that Derek talked about. So for every KCB that you have now, if the price is 2.1 on the day of the hard fork, then you'll have 6.1 times the amount you have now. And if it goes up to 4 cents, or if it goes down to 2, exactly 2 or 1.9 or whatever, then the formula that you see on the screen is the formula that the company will honour as to how many KCB you end up with at hard fork day. The cool part about that is today you could transfer, no, I'm going to use the word exchange. You could exchange 100 KCB for 1 gram of gold today. In January, you'll be able to exchange 75 coins for a gram of gold. But in 3 years' time, every single coin will be worth 1 gram. So have a look at how many KCB you have. Then do a multiplier, whether it's 14 divided by 3 or 14 divided by 2 or 14 divided by 2.5, doesn't matter. And multiply it out and you'll see how many thousand you have. And then for every 1,000 that you have, divide that from grams into kilos, and that's how many kilos of gold you could exchange for. Work out what a kilo of gold is worth, and currently it's worth $71,000. It's all maths. And we were so excited on the weekend, particularly when the KBC price goes down. So if it goes down from 3 to 2.1, then that actually gives us a bigger multiplier. And if it continues to go down, woohoo, we're ahead. So that's why we're excited, and that's what we learned over the weekend.
Yes, and it's we want all those little American individuals that bought coins and are now unhappy that they couldn't back up the truck and load up with gold. We want them all to think that it's awful and let the price go down, because that's going to be fantastic for us. And yeah, if we could get it down to 1 cent, that would be amazing. Okay, so tips and tricks. Get a profit pack if you can. I know that we've experimented with buying KBC 15 different ways from Sunday, but it would appear with that formula, and we've only received it about a week ago and actually worked it out driving down to Ettalong in the car, how it all came together. So profit packs are digital delivery and they give you bonuses. E.g. the bronze pack's got a 50% bonus on KCB and up to 200% if you buy a big enough pack. Make sure if you're going to buy a profit pack that you get it before the end of September. If you're waiting around till October to do a profit pack, they may still be there, but they're not going to be like this because the hard fork will already have occurred.
Can I give an example? So a couple of weeks ago, when a lot of us first joined and we bought a bronze pack, it was the business pack, which is the physical delivery, and we were offered a 10% bonus. These packs at the moment are digital delivery because they're profit packs. So you'll see the coins come into your back office. Nothing will actually arrive in the post. But at the moment, the same pack, same price, and you get 50% bonus. So there were a couple of people who bought them over the weekend at 50% bonus. So, for instance, 150 euros is the bronze pack. And when we bought them, there was a 10% bonus. So that goes from 150 to 165 euros worth of KCB. And at the time, that was 1,179 KCB. And for the ladies who bought a bronze pack over the weekend, and it's a 50% bonus, they've got 1,608 KCBs. So that's about 400, no, a little bit less, 400, yeah, about 400 difference in the amount of KCB that has come in that digital delivery. So from 1179 to 1608. So a nice little bonus. So if you're considering buying one of these, buy them soon. I'm figuring before the 2nd of September, there's incentive points there. Everybody benefits. They are available until the end of September. but certainly the packages will change again. We're figuring in October. To get them when you can.
Indeed. So this is what Carolyn was just talking about. There's some very good incentives to accrue coins. If you
And your team.
And for your team, yep. So you help your team to buy a profit pack. They accrue incentive points, and the more incentive points that you accrue, then you get these packs and bonuses along the way. So there's some very, very good incentive packs there. Do you know what the incentive points, if it includes personal purchase as well as your team?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it does, no. Kate. I think it's got to be personal referrals.
Yes. And we covered that. If you go back to some of the original, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago when I started talking about the incentive deals, or go into your back office, go into downloads and incentives. I think it's on page 2.
Yep.
You can see this up on screen. If you go for the €1,250, there's an 80% bonus of KCBs. So that means €1,250 plus 80% of 1,250 is your total KCB that you purchase in this pack. And if you divide 1,250 by 14 cents, and that's how many KCBs, it's thousands. And 80% is very close to 100%. So that's a really good deal.
And in buying that pack, whoever buys it would be accruing incentive points. We've got a lady already in Malaysia who has qualified for a VIP upgrade just from helping people buy profit packs. Really, really good deals.
The KCB, it's also worth noting, won't be available after the hard fork unless you personally buy it person to person or from a cryptocurrency exchange. But at the moment, you can buy them from the company. Really good bonuses, worthwhile doing.
Yes, and Kate's saying that pack works out to 16,000 KCB.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then so imagine
multiplier.
You get a multiplier on that after the hard fork. So this is gold. We've got some Myer gift cards and some Woolworths gift cards. Text me if you'd like to get them. We'll get the 2% gold back to you through your CaratPay wallet. It's the beginning of the Easy Shopping Card setup. We will have that automated as soon as we can get the system turned on.
But they can buy it straight away.
Yes, you can buy them now.
Talk to Derek about it.
This was the view. Over on the right-hand side was the suite that we had for swanning about, and it was spectacular. We had a wonderful time. Mr. Duck excelled himself in feeding everybody, and people came up from Adelaide. Brad Saravalli and his family came up from Adelaide. Just wow. Really, really amazing weekend. Next year it will be in southeast Queensland somewhere. We're looking for venues as we speak, and we'll let you know not too far down the road as to where we think it will be. So if you're in another state, think about coming up to SEQ next year when we do this, and we'll be booking in for Oktoberfest, I recollect. Thanks, Dan. So, Tammy Morrison talked to us on Sunday morning directly from the US of A. She was actually in Philadelphia. She'd just been out to have a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. They're really good. She is going to Stuttgart in the next couple of weeks for the Gold Director Elite Retreat.
She is actually our Gold Director Elite in our team.
Yes.
So we are in her team. We are Team Tammy.
And what's really interesting about that for me is I find it really cool to be in a business where they're actually telling people what's going on. That's an interesting concept. Where we've come from, where everyone was running around in the dark, this is really cool. She's going to hear what the strategy for the next 2 to 5 years are. And
then she's going to tell us.
yeah, she's going to tell us after the meeting.
She couldn't tell us now. I suspect she might have known a few of the great activities and plans of Harold Sides. But she said, I can't tell you until after the Gold Director Elite retreat.
So one of the things that she did comment on, though, was to get as many coins as you can. She's got some YouTube videos she talked about. We listened to one of them. There's a couple of errors in it, so we might try and edit it and fix it. But it's because it's, this is a very quickly changing environment. So
we'll call Back to Basics, August 2019, if anyone wants to listen. And these were her 3 questions. I said to her, what do you say to a prospect? She said, the first question is, do you believe in saving money for the future? That's either yes or no. And if you get a yes, you go on to question 2. Have you started to save in gold? And obviously that's a yes or no answer. And if it's no, then if I could show you a way to earn free gold, would you like to learn more? So she talks about those 3. That sips them out pretty quick. They're probably sitting at a 5 or a 6. Or if they are, then she sends them across to the YouTube video, which she talked about, the Back to Basics, and then she does a 3-way call with them. And by then, they're a 10 and they're in. So that was lovely. Do you believe in saving money for the future? So that's a belief system. And you get to know where that person stands on saving, whether they think the government might look after them or whatever. Have you started to save in gold? Plants the seed that that's possible to convert your paper money into gold money. And if I could show you a way to earn free gold, would you like to learn more? And that's a really nice opening to either yes or no.
Yes, it's quite interesting, the little things that people pick up on. We had a gentleman come to have lunch with us on the weekend, and he saw people using their Carrot Bars MasterCard, came up to the suite for a coffee. I ran him through the numbers on a profit pack, and he said, yep, I'm in. How do I get this profit pack? So you can't, if it's the right person and they're looking, you can't say the wrong thing. They will grab onto it because it's gold.
And they're in the looking zone.
Yes. So here's a date saver. Niska Nakos. Not from Greece, he's from Canada.
She.
There you go. I knew that, clearly. But it's the 14th of December at the Comesley Hotel in Morningside, Brisbane, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We've even got a South Australian contingent coming up for it. So don't miss out.
Put it in your diary, save the date, even though it's close to December, it's close to Christmas. This lady at the South African event was awarded the 3rd highest gift from Carrot Bars. So there's a pen, there's a bag, there's I forget what the others are, and then gets to a car, and then a bigger, better car, and then a really flash, fancy car, and then a mansion. So she was in that middle car gifting, and I think she might have been the only one at that event who won that car. So she's done the hard yards, she's walked the walk, she's talked the talk, and she's coming to Australia. So we know her Brisbane date there will be other dates around Australia. I think she's heading to Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, New Zealand, and Brisbane. So we'll find out a bit more, but we know this date for certain. So just be aware, save it in your diary, and make sure that one of the events you can get to.
Indeed. And if you need help organising travel or accommodation, give us a call. We might be able to find a bed for you somewhere. So thank you for joining us. Has anybody got any questions about the weekend or anything that we've talked about tonight? Kate Longley, Melbourne, yep. Melbourne on the 21st of December. There you go. That's very cool. Brent Dobson, Mr. Bennett is on. Anybody got any questions? Put your hand up, type a message, unmute. Seeing people grasp the concept of the conversion the coins were giving us was amazing on the weekend. We went through the formula a couple of times. It's black and white. It's in their white paper. It's a public document. And Janet's saying, yes, it might have warmed up down here by then. Yes.
So a kilo of gold today is $71,000. So you can check it on Google, check it on Perth Mint, check it anywhere. A kilo of gold is $71,000. And so every 1,000 coins you have, KCB coins you have today, and whatever the multiplier is, then that's the number of kilos that it will be worth in 3 years' time. And as Tammy Morrison said to us, yes, you can swap them. Yes, you can exchange them. Yes, you can sell them. But why would you? If you can hold on to them and have them increase in value for you, then that's the way to go.
Yes, and Kate's saying that she feels that we're morally obligated to tell people. And I agree entirely. I've been listening to some analysts over the last few months, and just astounding how dire their predictions are for the coming years. So everybody needs gold.
Because gold rocks.
Indeed. Okay, ladies and gents, had a wonderful weekend. We've had a great night. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Have a golden night.